What is up, everybody? I'm your host, Berkan Dincer. Welcome to episode 2 of the Theater Corner. I'm so glad to be back doing this. I know it's been a while since the first episode. I'll explain that in just a second. But man, am I tired, you guys. I am so tired. It is tech week for me right now. And if you're a theater kid, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Tech week is the most exhausting thing there could ever possibly be in an actor's life. It takes literally everything out of you, and I'm in it right now. It's almost over. I'm literally 2 days away from opening night, so I can do it. I know I can, and I'll talk more about that show later in this episode. But for now, I'm going to move on and talk about why it's been so long since the first episode. And I just want to apologize in advance for my snuffling. I don't know why, but as soon as I hit record on this podcast, my nose just stuffed up, and I tried fighting it a little bit. This is not take one, but of course that is not how it is meant to be for me, and it being tech week and all, I decided to embrace my stuffiness and just push through. So here we go. But anyway, it's been a while since the first episode, and the reason for that is because I've been really busy. I've been super busy. Yes, some of it has been, I've been traveling, which has been amazing, but some of it is because I've actually found some work in this crazy field I decided to venture into. I found some work, and I know that makes me sound a little bit like a hypocrite, and I feel like a fraud, because in the first episode I talked about, getting 1,000 no's and just it being no after no after no, but I also talked about how you have to keep pushing forward because you never know when that yes will come. Well, it turns out that yes would come later that week. As I mentioned in the first episode, I literally did, right after I published it, a promo for the feature film called The Navigator, which looks, or at least I assume it looks great. We have an amazing editor, we have an awesome director, and a great writer, and an amazing cast. And so I assume everything's going well with it. I haven't seen it yet, or I haven't seen the promo yet, and my fingers are crossed for that project, because even if I don't end up doing it, I think everyone who's worked on it deserves to make it happen. So fingers crossed on that. Be on the lookout for my social media, at BerkanDOfficial on Instagram, Twitter, everything, to see that promo when it is out there, because I think it's going to be something you guys don't want to miss. And I mentioned not technically officially being in the cast yet. I was part of the promo. I was in the promo cast. We're all cast as the promo for the feature film. However, when the film gets its green light, then they'll do official casting and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, so that's something I did. And then I did the 48-hour film festival, which is an amazing experience. My first time with that. And that was my first time seeing myself in a movie theater on that big screen. And I gotta tell you guys, my adrenaline was just like pumping. Like, I can't explain that feeling, that adrenaline that comes right after you see yourself on screen. And I heard myself in the theater speaker system. I saw myself, and I did not know what to do with my hands. I did not know what to do with my legs. I just didn't know what to do with myself. There's a Q&A afterwards, and I'm really glad no one asked me a question, because I was just sitting there in the corner, like, shaking, like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was such a cool experience. I'm so glad I did it. Again, 48-hour film festival, pretty stressful for everyone on the behind the camera part of it. For me, it was a 14-hour shoot, which was long, but like it's in the title, they literally only have 48 hours to make that short film happen. So, I mean, I'm so impressed, and it was such a cool thing to do. And then I've been working on something since then, or finalizing some things. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my story today, where I posted a certificate from the Writers Association Guild East Incorporated, pretty much giving me the title of a project that I'm working on that will remain titleless to you guys. Of course, it does have a title, but I'm not telling you guys what that title is, nor am I going to release any details about that project just yet. Just know that it is in development. It's something I'm super proud of, and I can't believe I thought of it that one day, and I stuck with it, and I gotta tell you, it's been in my head for 2.5 years now. So I'm glad to officially own it and everything like that. Going through the copyright process, through the guild and everything like that. I'm excited for this development phase that it's in because it's my first time with it, and it's such an incredible experience that really needs its own episode on this podcast to really get into. And I promise you I will get into it. I'll tell you guys everything about it once I feel comfortable telling you guys about it, and I'll even read you guys the first page of the script as soon as the copyright is in my hand, which, to be honest, may not be for a few months. So we will see. We will see. But I promise you guys will know. All I'll say about it is I'm super excited about it. I think it is something that everyone will really enjoy. Of course, that may be me being biased, but I do think it'll be something that everyone enjoys, as well as the director, I'm hoping, takes it on. This is an incredible guy, and I'll leave him nameless as well, because since he hasn't officially accepted it or officially on the project or anything like that, I'll leave him nameless. But I hope he says yes. So if you're listening, say yes, will you? Say yes. Make my life a little bit easier and say yes. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. And on top of that, I've been going to school, which is exhausting. But I think it's going to be a great semester. And if you know me, you know that I'm a business student. And here's why I think that's super important. I think all actors, at some point in their life, should take a form of business. I don't mean like accounting or business calculus or anything like that, but I'm talking just like take professional selling, take development, just take entrepreneurship, just take marketing, take some sort of business class if you can, or minor in business if you really want to go far. I'm not telling you to major in it, but maybe minor in it, because honestly, as actors, we're all in a business. Like, this is a business that we're in, so the more you understand about business, the better off you guys are. And I think throughout this podcast, not this episode, but I'm talking about like all the episodes, I think there's going to be some business aspects sprinkled in, because I think it's super important, and I'm not going to be a professor whatsoever or a teacher or anything like that, but I can at least share with you guys some of the things that I'm learning, because I do think it's super important. Do I think actors are entrepreneurs? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, if you're an actor, you're an entrepreneur, and that goes for theater kids, film kids, short film kids. I mean, anyone in this industry whatsoever, you are an entrepreneur. You need to learn how to sell yourself. And if I can help you do that, I'm going to help you do that, because like I said from episode 1, which was the last episode, we're in this together. We're in this together. And this is another thing, our moment for me to take. Sorry, my nose got super stuffed. This is another moment where I'm going to remind you guys, I want to hear your story so I can share it with this audience. I want to hear everything you guys are up to, what you guys are hoping to happen, what you guys think could happen, anything like that. I want to hear it. I want to hear your opinions on these episodes as well. If you don't like what I'm about to say about business, which I don't really think there's too much of a negative to it, let me hear it. I'll share it if you want me to. I mean, I'm so open to do that. Let me hear it. Again, you can DM me on Instagram at BerkanDOfficial, Twitter at BerkanDOfficial, or email me at Berkan Dincer at 1021company.com, because this is brought to you by the 1021 Company, a website that I started. So, moving on. The first business aspect idea that I'm going to sprinkle in y'all's ears is the idea of networking. And this is how crazy networking is. The first day of class, I'm sitting there. And the professor's going on about networking and why it's so important. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, yeah, networking is important and all, but I mean, I'm an actor. Well, professor says that we're going to do an activity. Everybody look to the person next to you, introduce yourself, find out what they're wanting to do, and everything like that. So I do. I turn my head, and I introduce myself to the guy sitting next to me. And funny, his dream job is to be a producer. That is his dream job. The guy sitting next to me could literally cast me in the future if he's successful. He can literally cast me. I could be throwing myself out there to be cast in something that he is working on. I mean, heck yeah, I was nice to him. Heck yeah, and he was nice to me, because once he realized I was an actor, best friends, because you never know when you're going to need each other. And honestly, guys, networking is so incredibly true. For anything you do, you got to learn how to network yourself. Anything you do, you have to learn. And every yes that I've gotten has come from a place of networking in some shape or form or whatever. I got a yes because somebody knew who I was. That's just how it is. I'll go back to the Navigator. The reason I did that promo is because the writer worked at the same place that I did at the same point in time, and he friended me on Facebook and found out that I was an actor. And when he reached out, wanted to see if I would audition for this project, I said yes. The only reason I knew it existed was because we knew each other. We had that one common thing. We networked each other. It's that simple. And then you know what? Literally, Michael W. Green, the director of The Navigator, literally got me into the 48-hour film festival. Networking. That's all it is. That is all it is, people. Some other opportunities I have coming up for me has come because people who saw me do these things was like, hey, I think you'd be good for this. Hey, you should do this. Hey, here's this opportunity for you. It's all it is. That's all it is. Networking. It's so incredibly important, and you got to learn to put yourself out there. Again, you're an entrepreneur. You yourself are your product. You have to learn how to sell yourself. You have to learn how to sell yourself. Because if you don't think you're worth it, if you don't think you'll be a great product, if you don't think they can market you, they can put a story around you, how are they going to believe it if you don't? That's my little spiel. You got to learn how to network yourself. I could go on for 30 more minutes about this, but if you notice about the Theater Corner, these aren't hour-long podcasts because I'm not trying to sprinkle in hours and hours and hours for you guys. I'm just trying to give you guys little Theater Corner tidbits and everything like that, if that's even used correctly. I don't even know. My brain's mush right now. Again, Tech Week. And as you can hear, and if you're watching this on YouTube, as you can see, my nose is not hanging with me. But yeah, speaking of YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, hello, thank you for watching this. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening to this on Apple, like iTunes, podcast app, Spotify, Google Play, whatever you're listening to this on, like and subscribe. Please, 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 please. I'll move on to the next thing I've been working on, and that is the Hopeful Theater Project's I Have a Dream. It's an amazing show, and if you're in the DFW area, it opens September 6th, runs September 6th, 7th, and 8th, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can buy tickets on the Hopeful Theater Project's website. The link is in my Instagram bio at BerkanDofficial, and 100% of the proceeds goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is crazy, crazy generous, because I gotta tell you, not a lot of people would do that. Not a lot of people would do that. And that's just fact. I'm not just saying this because my girlfriend's sister is the one who does the Hopeful Theater Project. It's her company. I'm not just saying this. It's an incredible company, an incredible show, an incredible team from everyone, from Jessica Cope, the director, my girlfriend's sister, to Chase, to Mary, to Christy, to all those people who work on the show. They do such a great job, and they put so much effort into this show that it's worth seeing. And the fact that 100% of it goes to Make-A-Wish is just incredible. I mean, that's the one word I can use to describe it. Incredible. And let me tell you, this show has tested me. It absolutely has tested me. It has been a year since I've done a show. The last show I did was The Little Mermaid at the Plaza Theater Company. I was Jetsam, in case you saw it. The last time I actually danced in a show was high school 2016 Mary Poppins. I'm not a dancer, you guys. I am just not a dancer. And this show has been a challenge. It has been a challenge. I've had to kind of put that back in my brain on how to remember, how to practice, and how to do all these things, because I'm not a dancer. I'm not even that great of a singer, to be honest with you guys. But hey, you know what? I put my work in. I do my best every rehearsal. I'm going to do my best every show. just like I know everyone else is doing their absolute best. And I'm telling you, this cast is absolutely amazing. So please go see the show. $15 if you're in the DFW area. Go see the show. It's in the Theater of North Texas in South Lake. Brand new facility. They literally, everything you see, all the set, the risers, the seats, everything made from scratch. The show is, I'm telling you, it's the start of something amazing. And they have so many more shows, so if you see the show and you want to get involved, hey, they have an upcoming season announced. And the show pretty much is a bunch of different songs from different musicals and movies. And it's just, it all has a theme. So this show's theme is I Have a Dream. And you can guess it, all the songs have something to do with dreams of some sort. And it's just so much fun, you guys. I'm not going to talk about the songs just because I don't want to give things away, but I'll tell you where they're from. We have stuff from Great Showman, Little Women, Seussical, High School Musical, Tangled. I mean, it's so much fun. An absolute blessing to be able to be on that stage with them and to be a part of something like that. It's incredible. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys go check out the Hopeful Theater Project. Hope you guys follow me on everything just so that you can see what I've been kind of working on. And I promise the show's going to be a lot more consistent. And I'll try in the future not to record when my nose is so stuffed up, but I was so determined to record this tonight that nothing was going to stop me. Not even Tech Week, not even a stuffy nose. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Like, subscribe, wherever you are. Like and subscribe. Hey, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next